Welcome back to 3 and Out. I'm your host, Brian Carr, alongside the new kid in town, Ryan Orlovsky. An enjoyable segment awaits as we wrap up the show with our top 3 sports cities, and we have a caca surprise. Here we go, top 3 sports cities. I went ahead and broke this down, Orlovsky and Ruben. Welcome back to 3 and Out, by the way.
Thank you.
Let's first start with baseball. Best sports city, baseball-wise. I know I'm being biased, guys, but I can't help it. St. Louis. Everyone knows we bleed red. You know, we don't mind buying the $8 beers when our team is even the worst in the league. We can be 0-161 going into the last game of the season. We're there no matter what. We will sell out. There will be a hell of a crowd there supporting Bleeding Red. That's how it goes. We're knowledgeable fans. We're passionate about the game. We live and die with the Cardinals. It's a bad day if we lose, good day if we win. Notables are the Chicago Cubs, those loyal losers. I don't know how they put up with their team, but somehow they still pack the house every night. So that goes with that. NFL, hate to tell you guys this. Ruben, you're a Philadelphia fan, and you know you're a Steelers fan over there, Orlovsky, but I'm going to have to say Green Bay, baby. Green Bay Packers, cheese. I mean, even before Brett Favre, people in Green Bay go crazy over their Packers. They sold out every home game since 1960. So, I mean, that speaks for itself. Notables, we have Oakland, and I will give you Pittsburgh. Terrible towels, trash talk, and Orlovsky's great at the trash talk, by the way. Just ask Joy Yugi. She knows. We all know. 3 head coaches since 1969. Great organization. The Jets and the Eagles. Eagles, they ain't got no one else to root for, those lovable losers in Philadelphia. Hate to say it, for the longest time, the Phillies couldn't get it done. The Sixers definitely couldn't get it done. So everyone in Philly loves their Eagles. So those are notables. NBA, just the Golden State Warriors. Vocal, wild, crazy fans. They're there no matter what. Spoiled fans like the Lakers and the Celtics fans and the Spurs fans. They're just spoiled. I don't think they're the greatest city. What do you got?
Well, baseball, we're going to Beantown, Boston, Massachusetts, the Red Sox nation. Enough said. 86 years without a World Series, and the fans were still coming out, selling out Fenway. I mean, how can that not be your -- baseball city? For football, I'm going to be biased here, and I'm going Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Like you said, the terrible towels. I mean, there's nothing like the terrible towels. Walking into Heinz Field, it takes one trip, and you will see that is a football city. The Steel City is a football city, #1 football city. For hockey, you go to Joe Louis Arena in Detroit, Michigan, and you'll see the Red Wings logo across center ice, and it'll say Hockey Town. So this is the only organization in professional sports that will throw sea creatures on the ice after their team scores. So, I mean, how can you not make Detroit, Michigan your #1 hockey city?
Well, a lot of people have argued, why not go out of state with that? You know, like maybe go up to Canada where those hockey fans are crazy. Let's ask Ruben real quick the reason we have Ruben on the show is because his Phillies won the World Series. Congratulations to Ruben and the Phillies, obviously. You know, hopefully you won't curse like Chase Utley did. But let me just ask you real quick, your top baseball city, real quick.
Top baseball city, I would probably have to say
Boston.
St. Louis.
Oh, yeah. I have to say Philly right now.
Oh,
I have to say Philly
bull.
right now.
That's such
because
bull.
Any Phillies fan, if they say anything other than
terrible.
Philly, then
That's terrible. NFL.
NFL?
Who you got?
Oh, man, that's tough. That's really tough. New England.
Ooh. NBA.
Hurts.
NBA. Atlanta right now. But probably Boston.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hockey. You got one for hockey, or you can
Philly. I'll go for the Flyers.
Oh wow. He's a
Yeah.
homer. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
All right. The reason we got him on the show, ladies and gentlemen, Philadelphia Phillies. Ruben, as a fan, how does that feel?
Feels great, actually. I'm not one of those considered diehard fans like you are with your Cardinals. You know, I'm pretty much a casual guy. I do my celebrations when they're due. I do my pouting when they're due, but I don't take it to the extreme. My dad, however, is a diehard Phillies fan. When they're down, he's still with them. When they stink, he's still buying the baseball package, still watching them. And this is the first year where we really took advantage of watching practically 99% of all the Phillies games that were televised.
So no suicide watch for you if they lose anytime?
No.
You're not that kind of fan? You're not like me?
No.
I go on suicide watch?
No.
Okay.
No.
What do you have to say about Cole Hamels?
Cole Hamels, an amazing pitcher. I was really skeptical about him because I really felt that he wasn't going to get the job done until that very first playoff game that he pitched where he was unstoppable. Throughout the season, Cole has been on my crap list because there were many times where he didn't get the job done, and when we made the playoffs, I felt really just I was a little scared, honestly, when we had Jamie Moyer go down in his first loss. I didn't have a clue as to what was going to happen. If you were going to ask me during playoff time, were the Phillies going to be in the World Series, I would have told you I hope so. I wouldn't have given you a definite yes.
Let me ask you this. All right, and I'm just asking this because we go back to 2006. Cardinals win the World Series. MVP that year was Ryan Howard, even though Pujols had the most ungodly year he's ever had in his life. Still missed 2 weeks and hit 49 home runs, 137 RBIs. You get the picture.
Mm-hmm.
This year, possibility, it's going to go to one of those two guys again. Who do you think deserves it?
Who deserves it? I even though I'm a Phillies fan, I don't think Ryan Howard has the 100% deserving of this award. I still consider him the strikeout king.
You know, 199 strikeouts.
It's crazy, and I found myself cursing Ryan's name just because he couldn't get the job done most of the time. Now, he had his slumps. Granted, all players do. Chase Utley, another one who had his slumps when after the All-Star break. Before the All-Star break, he was probably going to be MVP. He was in the running for it. He, as a second baseman, he was leading in home runs before All-Star break practically the whole time. And then when All-Star came around, they went into the All-Stars, blah, blah, blah. They lost after that 5.5-hour game or so. And then when they came back, Chase Utley and Ryan Howard both went in like a 14-game slump. Yeah. The Phillies went like 6 games under behind the Mets, and then the Marlins even caught up. So I got to tell you, I was losing my faith in the Phillies, but I didn't stop watching them.
So quickly, MVP.
MVP? I'll give it to Albert.
That's my boy.
I'll give it to Albert.
Piedmont Sports Minute starts now. Go ahead, Ryan.
Well, Piedmont College Lady Lions soccer, I'm so impressed with the turnaround. 5-11 a year ago, post a 13-5 record. I think much of that had to do with Katie Porter coming back. I mean, what a great year she had. The Lions went 6-2 at home, 7-3 on the road, and they won 11-0 over Wesleyan to advance to the GSAC semifinals.
Absolutely. You mentioned the return of Katie Porter. Man, oh man, did they miss her last year. I have to say, without her, they weren't doing much last year. This year, obviously, she returns to form, 24 goals, 7 assists. And then you have standout players, Teresa May for the Lady Lions, 14 goals, and even, Justine Clay, freshman of the year in the
freshman phenom.
Yeah, 6 goals, 6 assists.
The diaper dandy.
16 different scorers for the Lady Lions. Even distribution. I like the way they shared the ball. They're going to lose 3 seniors, but they're returning all 3 of their top scorers. So I see good things for them next year. They fell this year in the semifinals, but next year I have a feeling they're going to be taking down Maryville in the championship game. Last thing we got to get in, win this booty. That's all we got to fit back in there. That's what she said. Win this booty. Braves hat. Get it? I'm tired of having this. In my possession. Easy question. Who holds the all-time single-season record for the Hawks in points per game average? Simple question. Just Google it up. You got it. Time's run out for us here on 3 and Out. Catch us next time here on Channel 60. I'm Brian Carter.
DJ Rue.
I'm Ryan Orlovsky.
That was 3.
And we're out.
Atta boy, rookie. Atta boy.